Hi, it's Two-Siders. Today I will tell you the tale of how we reached 4 stars in our Indian Ocean Zoo. Just as in every episode so far, I have selected random animals, this time around a 3.5 and 4-star animal to put in our park. And get ready because we are going underwater again. Now we start the episode, I am redesigning this leatherback sea turtle area. I am adding a extra transportation method, so maybe guests will now want to come here because this part of the park is very barren. Even though I spent a lot of money buying food stands, nobody's coming here. First I placed a tram station right there, and it's gonna remain. However, I'm thinking of making it a little bit more symmetrical, so I'm placing the poles in the middle there, and we are going into the sea a little bit, right next to the Jeep vehicle part. My plan did work a little bit, I guess. More people did go into the leatherback sea turtle area. In the meantime, of course, we are managing our park. Unfortunately, everything is really glitchy. Animals get stuck, and I have to go and intervene as a zookeeper. And for some reason, they are spazzing out. A sea turtle is sleeping on the top of the water, even though they can go onto the land to sleep, or even to the kelp forest bed. We are continuing our Jeep tour. I'm buying a couple of these tour objects to increase our rating, so that maybe over time we get more Jeep vehicle donations. So it's kind of like an investment. I want to expand the jungle. This is our very first area in the entire game, the jungle bongo area. Of course, nobody's coming here anymore, but I wanted to place a couple of extra trees that we've unlocked. And surprisingly, the American beavers really went ham on breeding, and so we have a couple of extra beavers. We only started with 3, but now we have like maybe 6 or 7. I'm replacing the themed hot dog stands there because they're a little bit cheaper, and we are designing. This is probably the most awaited animal in this entire series by like the 2 people that actually watch this. Of course, I kind of designed this or started designing this exhibit episodes ago actually, and now we just got around to reaching the star rating in our zoo to actually buy the animal that goes there. It's actually a really cool animal. Later on we will unlock new designs for these Skytram station seats. You can get like a gibbon or a koala bear design ones. And we also got a quest to employ 2 educational trainers, or whatever they are called. They basically talk to guests. You can buy these podiums. Everything costs a lot of upkeep. I don't really like them because all they do, they increase your donations, and it doesn't really pay off, I think, to have these educational trainers in your park. But if I employ them for 2 months, we'll get a baby whale shark. And as you can see in the background, the 3.5-star mystery animal long awaited is the hammerhead shark. Very, very cool. Now the hammerhead shark lives in the pelagic biome in Zoo Tycoon 2, which is basically open ocean. They don't have any rocks or underwater plants to place in their exhibits, but I'm just placing stuff from the coastal biome and the reef biome anyways to make it more pretty. And we're also going to be placing the giant pirate ship and the clam bubbler. Unfortunately, these also have an upkeep, which I don't really like. Doesn't really make sense. These damn upkeep costs, man. And after, like I said, we'll get a baby whale shark. It's not part of the challenge. It's kind of cheating, I guess, to get it. But I decided to keep the baby whale shark. I will place it not in this exhibit with the sharks, but the leatherback sea turtle exhibit. The whale shark is a benthic animal, and the leatherback sea turtle is also pelagic, but the whale shark is alright in that exhibit. It's not perfectly comfortable in that pelagic environment, but it's alright, as you'll see later. This hammerhead shark type of exhibit, it's really cool that the jeep, you can go through the exhibit on the sky tram like that, which is dangerously close to the water. I mean, the hammerhead sharks could just jump out and eat you, I guess. But there's also that bridge going through with the jeep vehicle. You can even go almost like technically like underwater through that section. This is probably the most popular hybrid exhibit design. Is this basically go not underground but lower than the whatever the water level is, and then go inside that almost like peninsula of a of like a guest viewing area. This little area becomes extremely popular with our guests, and adding those little marine fences actually made a big change in my opinion as to how this area looks like in terms of design. It just makes it more cool, I guess. Our hammerhead sharks are really happy. I think they just bred. Yeah, Hammerhead 2 is now... Scalloped Hammerhead 2 is now pregnant, it says in the top center. I didn't actually notice that when I recorded it. We accidentally jumped off the sky tram and now we are in the water. I did actually buy an ATM and placed it at the most popular part of the zoo, but we didn't really need it. Only like 3 guests used it, but now everybody's using it. Everybody's coming into this hammerhead shark part of the zoo through the sky tram. They cannot actually access this part of the zoo through pathing. Not because it's not close to another part of the zoo, but like I said in the first episode, I want people to use our transport system so they give us more donations. And because we employed the educational trainers, we actually got the baby whale shark. It's massive and really, really, really fast. Even as a baby, it's massive. And it's... I think it's the only animal... No, actually the manta ray also eats zooplankton, I think. But it's kind of funny because the leatherback sea turtle is the only animal that eats jellyfish in this game. And look at this tapir exhibit. I mean, we got 2 pairs of tapirs, and you'll see other clips in this video of tapirs. There's so many of them. We bought 2 pairs, and now there's like... We already had like, I don't know, like 15 or 20 tapirs. Actually, like 18, I think, was the maximum number. It's insane. We unlocked some new tour objects, and look how busy this hammerhead shark area is. It's awesome, man. We are getting so much money. When buying the hammerhead sharks, we went down to like $4,000, which is nothing. Look at the different tapirs, by the way. This is just one clip. I don't know how many are. We already sent a couple of them away. You are supposed to send animals to the wild, and every time the tapirs breed, we get these balloons that you can sell. You get these balloons for breeding endangered animals, which is a good gameplay element. It makes you breed them. And this is how our front looks like at 4 stars. We are always having issues with the Jeep stuff. And we actually, it's a bit cursed, but we actually have 4.5 stars. I'm playing at full screen mode, so it's a bit pushed over. There's a bunch of guests that are leatherback sea turtle area, because we got the whale shark, which is a little bit... I think it's like a 4-star animal, so guests like it. And look, everybody's wearing the hammerhead shark zoo gifts that they bought from the gift cart. Unfortunately, we don't have the underwater lights unlocked, so the exhibits are pretty dark still. This part of the zoo always bothered me. Again, this like area where the guests just refuse to come to visit our turtle exhibit. So I'm placing a couple of marine rocks, also a couple of savanna trees. I really, really, really like these trees, and these scrub trees. Unfortunately, they do change the terrain under them for some reason. The little scrub trees do. And look, the beavers made... You cannot actually buy shelters for the beavers, you can only buy sticks, and they make a beaver dam out of it where they sleep. Placing a couple more of these awesome yellow hype trees and these stupid shepherd trees. And we unlock the new acacia type of tree, the third type of acacia in the game. So I'm just placing some vegetation because it's completely barren, this part of the zoo. We got $5,000 in marine donations, so we unlock the marine arch. I should probably use that at the turtle exhibit on the path there. Again, all these tapirs. The game forced me to delete my jeep station. It didn't even warn me, and all the guests fell down into the tapir exhibit. So I had to move them out individually. We are designing the 4-star animal exhibit, guys. I'm placing some bear fountains here, some tundra fountains. Basically, the exhibit is going to be another one of those, like, it's going to be lower than where the guest area is. And I will concede, you actually saw a small clip at the very beginning of this video. I wonder if you caught what animal that was. It was a temperate forest animal. And again, like, it's gonna be temperate forest down here, but in the upper section it's gonna be a little bit more boreal forest, because we don't actually have a boreal forest animal. Spoilers. So what we are going to do is it's gonna be temperate forest and a little bit of boreal forest, because for some reason the temperate forest also doesn't have that many trees. It's kind of ironic. It only has 3 trees with all the expansions. And the baby hammerhead shark that we just got, we actually sold it for $9,000, which is pretty nice. We actually have a lot of money, I didn't realize. But we will need it because we're about to buy the 4-star animals. Like I said at the first episode, I made the initial animals a little bit more expensive, but I made these high-star animals much cheaper, because this game is a stupidly difficult grind, or not even difficult, but a really long grind. 5-star animals cost $50,000, you need 2 of them, that's 100k. I think I changed that to like, whatever, like 30-35k for the 5-star animals. So we're gonna be alright. And to be honest, it feels nice with this animal price change that I did to play the game. Because now you don't have to wait, you don't have to run around for 45 minutes. Also, zookeepers, like I said in the first episode, don't cost an upkeep. They just cost more money to initially buy them. So this way, you don't have to run around for 45 minutes, do everything yourself, and then finally get the 5-star animal. Unfortunately, the jeep path, as you saw in the background, was vertical. So I had to, again, delete it one extra time, just so I could place the fence properly around it. We did place one sequoia tree, the giant redwood tree, in this exhibit. It's kind of like the main tree attraction of this exhibit. And because we haven't used the tundra theme, I'm kind of like, I never wanted to use it, but now I'm kind of okay with it, because temperate forest is almost boreal forest and boreal forest is almost tundra, so might as well place that. For a long time, guests will not want to come in here, unfortunately. Guests prefer to view the animals from like the jeep and then go to the center of the park, where either where the hammerhead sharks are or the wetland stuff. And guys, the 4-star mystery animal is none other than the spectacled bear. I don't remember completely. I think this is a type of bear that lives either in South America or Asia. I don't really remember. Either way, there are kind of similar looking bears living in South America and Asia. One of them is the spectacled bear, and the other one is like the moon bear or whatever it's called. Kind of smaller than brown bears. And we're actually unlocking for them a couple of toys. Barrel, a car tire, and like a block of ice on a rope. But more importantly, we are unlocking a literal bear den, where they can sleep and hibernate if they want to. I don't know if I don't think bears hibernate in this game, but just imagine it. It looks really, really cool. A couple of animals can make use of this. Obviously, there's all kinds of bears in the game, but I think also maybe wolverines. I'm not quite sure. Placing a couple extra trees to make it better. This is the only bear that lives in temperate forest biome. There's also, of course, the grizzly bear in the boreal forest, the polar bear. There's also the short-faced bear Also tundra, I kind of wish it was a different biome than tundra, because it's kind of similar to the polar bear. But this is my favorite bear in the game. It's so different, kind of small too, and I don't know if the grizzly bear can climb trees in this game, but you'll soon see the clip where they are climbing the trees. And I also unlocked that cool like honey log for them, and this bear is covered in cum, so we'll clean her. There's a bunch of people again at the front waiting for the stupid jeeps that keep piling on. Every time I destroy a track, I need to rebuy the stupid jeeps. This is such a cool game, honestly. The developers put these cool animations and actions of these animals. Like, so many animals have like individual animations and actions. Like one of the first animals you can buy is the manta ray, and manta rays can breach, which is basically just jumping out of the water. Scientists still don't know why they do it, but the developers saw it fit to include it in the game. So there's a couple of different animations. These tapirs have a special animation where they wallow in the water, they roll around like pigs in the mud almost. And we finally got our first guests in the temperate forest spectacled bear part of the zoo. And look how dead this part of the zoo is. I mean, there's a couple of guests here wearing the hammerheads, but nothing like before. But guests are coming here. And the final thing we're gonna do is unlock for the tapirs a large shelter, because there's like 500 of them and they still had the small shelter for 2 animals. Now 4 can fit in here. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Two-Siders. Next episode we're gonna reach 5 stars. If you like this video, it can help reach other people as well, and you can subscribe for more, I guess, like Tycoon type video game content. We unlocked new trees, so we're gonna expand the tapir exhibit a little bit. It was really barren. It's supposed to be a jungle. Unfortunately, I can't place the elephant tree, so yeah. Cool animals. Bye!